it's the Alchemic Fox, and I'm here to do a wig review today. I'm going to be 100% honest. This wig review is sponsored by TheFiveWitsWigs, meaning that they sent me this wig to review. I got it for free, and I'm going to review it for them. However, I want to let you know that I contacted TheFiveWitsWigs. They did not come to me because they are one of my favorite wig providers, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to be completely honest. There are some pros and cons to ordering from this company, and I'm going to discuss them all in this video. But a lot of you have been asking where I get my wigs from, and specifically Jean, Aaron, and Nagisa from Free Sales. Those are all my wigs, and I got them all from TheFiveWitsWigs, and I love them all so much. So today we're going to talk about Rin's wig. First off, you can find them at TheFiveWitsWigs.com. There will be a link in the down below, but just in case I'm going to put some text so you guys can see what it looks like. Yeah. Now, why do I like to order from them? Well, first, they're located in the United States, specifically Oklahoma, and they also process orders within about a business day, which is really nice because it means that I get my wigs much quicker. Their wigs are one size fits most, but they specifically mentioned that all of their wigs are tested on a model that has a 23-inch circumference head and waist-length hair. So you can kind of make a guesstimate as to whether or not these wigs will work for you. I also really recommend their shampoo and conditioner that's made specifically for wigs. That's all I use on my wigs, and it lasts forever, so I really recommend it. I'm going to read this off my phone because I don't want to mess it up and words are hard. Their wigs are made from high-quality, heat-resistant fiber called Hyperlon. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's awesome because it means that you can straighten your wig using straighteners or curl it using curlers or whatever sort of heat-based method you need to use. What's really awesome about the TheFiveWitsWigs too is that you can actually request a style. They don't accept every request, obviously, but if they think that the style is worth stocking, they will look into it and then they will stock it in about 8 weeks. So it's not ideal if you're heading to a convention next month and you need a wig from them, but it could be cool if you really want a wig from them and they don't stock the style. They're willing to look into it for you. Their staff is also incredibly friendly, like really friendly. I had heard of them online, but I had never ordered them before, and my first experience buying from them was actually in person at a convention. They let me hold the wig, they let me look at it, they talked to me, they knew their product very well, and they were incredibly friendly. And then just interacting and seeing them talk to people, their staff is just very friendly and very helpful. Also, fun names. Their wigs come with really cute names that I always just smile at a lot. Rin's wig is called Tornado Shark Relay Rival, which I love it so much. They also label the bags that your wig comes in, which a lot of people don't appreciate, but I appreciate so much because it helps me organize everything. And when I put Rin back in this bag and it says Tornado Shark Relay Rival on it, I know that it's Rin's wig, and before the con, I don't have to dig through wig bags and try and find out which red wig is Rin's. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Because it says on the bag, and I didn't have to label it myself, they did it for me. Now moving on to this specific wig, Rin's wig, which is called, again, the Tornado Shark Relay Rival. I will put a link in the description to this wig, just in case you guys are looking for it. I also tried to sit next to a really big window so you could hopefully get a more accurate color read on this wig, but I'll try and put some shots throughout the video of close-ups and hopefully some better lighting so you can see. The first question that everyone wants to know when you do wig reviews is how much styling have you actually put into it? Because sometimes people already style the wigs and it's like, well, my wig doesn't show up looking like that. I have done very little to this wig. Actually, all I've done is put some hairspray on my fingers and run it through these little bangs so that they stay in place while I'm talking so that they're not separating and going all over. Everything else, the wig is kind of done on its own. I haven't cut it, I haven't sprayed it, I haven't done anything to it. Which is awesome, because a wig that requires very little is great. What I like about this Rin wig too is that it's longer in the back, and it is long enough that you'd be able to pull it into a teeny little ponytail, just like Rin's teeny little ponytail, which is great. And wigs that I don't have to cut are amazing. They're my favorite thing, because then I don't have to cut them, and then there aren't wig hairs everywhere, and just... I'm getting off on a rant. This wig has layers in it, so that you can ruffle it, you can flatten it, you can move it around. It kind of naturally does this little fluff thing, which I like because Rin's hair does that and I didn't have to attempt to fake it through styling. Moving on to the color, Some people have mentioned that the color is a little dark for Rin. I personally actually really like it. If you look in the anime, Rin's hair is kind of more of a darker maroon and his eyes are more of a pure red. So if you go off his eye color where it's just red, his hair is darker. I know Rin wigs tend to vary between a pure red and a pinkish red and a maroon red. I prefer the maroon red. I think it makes him look a little more angsty, a little more cool, a little more natural looking rather than like a bright fire truck red. So I really enjoy this color and I like it a lot. I do admit that sometimes in videos or photos I wish that it was a little bit brighter just because I feel like it might read better, but not everyone is going to have that problem. If you're taking photos at a con where the lighting is better or outside, I think this wig will be perfect. My issue mostly came from filming in a darker room. It was like, oh, this wig looks a little more brown, but that's because we were in a dark room. This wig is pretty thick as well. It doesn't feel thin in the slightest, which is nice because if you flatten it down, it doesn't look like it's plastered to your head. It still looks pretty natural. And when you fluff it back up, it actually takes that kind of full look. So you can really mess around and figure out what you want to do with this wig. Overall, guys, I really, really love and would recommend this wig. Everything about it is just everything I'd want in a Rin wig. I didn't even cut these bits. The layers kind of fell naturally where it did it itself. And I'm just really happy with it. I'm happy with how it looks. I'm happy with how it fits on me. I'm happy with the length. Everything about it is just what I would want in a Rin wig. Now, the cons of ordering with the TheFiveWitsWigs. I did say I was going to be completely honest, so I'm going to. There are 3 major issues that I have with ordering from the TheFiveWitsWigs, and they're actually not that bad at all, which is great. So it doesn't really stop me from ordering from them. The first would be that their wigs are character specific, meaning if you want this wig in blue, they don't have it. This wig was created for Rin and possibly a few other characters, but basically if you're looking for this wig in another color, they won't have it because it's specifically made for a character. But it's also kind of nice because if you have a specific character in mind, it's easy to find and you know that it's going to be used for that character. You know that it was designed and stocked in mind for that specific character. It made it very easy to say, alright, what would I use for Rin? Oh, the wig that was designed for Rin would probably be a good choice. So if you're ever concerned or confused about what wig to buy, TheFiveWitsWigs is great for that. Especially because you're not just buying a base wig and hoping it works for the character. It actually says like it says Shark Relay Rival. It's for Rin. The second issue that I have with the TheFiveWitsWigs is actually just their photography. Now, they actually know of this. They've made comments about it, and I believe they worked with a photographer recently to get some better photos. But some of the photos used to just be the wig being worn on a model in someone's backyard. Which can be hard, because if the model has a smaller head than you, the bangs will look longer or fluffier, or if they have a bigger head than you, it'll look shorter, so it can be a little confusing. However, it's also really nice to see it on a real person instead of just a wig head, because you can see how the color would match with someone's skin tone, or what it looks like on a real person, but it can be difficult. So I do wish that they included at least one photo of the wig on like a wig head, just so that there was like a basis of comparison, but I do appreciate that they include photos of someone actually wearing the wig. My third issue with the TheFiveWitsWigs is not a consistent issue, but it's something that I've experienced more than once, so I figured I should mention it. I've experienced it with both my Aaron wig and my Rin wig, this one, and it's that the way the wigs are packaged, sometimes they come out of the bag looking a little bit funky. What I've experienced both times are that it gets kind of like a cone head on the back of your head, and it sits kind of funny, and it like goes to a point. However, there are 2 very easy solutions to this. The first was what I did with Aaron, which is because their wigs are heat resistant, what I did was I put it on a wig head and I poured hot water over it. That's kind of like a straightening technique that I've learned over time, so it helped straighten out the wig fibers again, and then it just kind of flattened out that cone head thing that was going on. With Rin, I found out that if you just wear the wig a lot, it'll kind of like smooth itself down. I wore the wig with a hat at one point. I wore the wig to a convention, which you can see. in some previous vlogs, and now it doesn't do that at all. So it is something that you just kind of have to, I don't know if you're stretching it out or if it's just kind of molding to the shape of your head or what, but it goes away, so it's not really a huge issue. So yeah guys, that is my review of the 5WitsWigs and this wig in general. I really do recommend and love the 5WitsWigs, so make sure to check out the link in the description. And thank you, 5WitsWigs, for letting me do this review and for giving me this beautiful wig that I cannot wait to wear. You guys got me in such a Rin hype mode that I'm just so excited to start planning, like, plans for this costume and videos and all the things. But yeah guys, I hope you check out the 5WitsWigs. And as always, I love you guys very, very much. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye.